Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, which is a review video. So in today's video I'm going to be reviewing all of these brand new animatronic interactive toys that have come out for Christmas 2023. There's been a lot of interactive animatronic toys that have come out for Christmas this year. I covered these toys in an earlier video, and if you would like to see that, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you decide to purchase any of these items after watching this video, I will be much obliged if you use one of the links in the description below, as it helps the channel. And finally, before we look at the first of these toys, I'm making this video with both parents looking for Christmas toys for a child in mind, as well as collectors, so I'll be addressing both throughout the video. So this is the first toy we're going to be looking at.
Dobby wonders where to begin.
The Spin Master Wizarding World Magical Dobby. This is the packaging that Dobby comes in, and is currently marked down at Amazon. He's $36.99. He takes 4 AAA batteries located in the battery boxes on the bottom of the feet, and those batteries are supplied. You can choose from 2 languages with the switch on his back. He comes with a sock, and you can interact with him by placing the sock in his hand.
Dobby has been presented with clothes. Dobby is very happy.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
A sock.
That's brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Different response there as well, wasn't it?
So that is one of 2 ways of interacting with Dobby. The other one is pressing the press button switch in his other hand.
Harry Potter should have listened to Dobby.
And when you do that, he will say a line from the movie. And what he says depends on whether the sock is in his hand or not.
Very sleepy now.
As you can see, if you don't interact with him for about a minute, he powers down. So good for saving batteries. So here's an example of some of the things he says when the sock is in his hand.
It's good to have friends like Harry Potter. Dobby is here to save Harry Potter and his friends.
And if you take the sock out and then press the button,
Harry Potter must say he's not going back to school.
he says a load of other stuff. So he says 30-something sentences and phrases.
Hello? Are you there?
And I'll put a link to a video below where I've recorded all of the phrases that he says. I say on the positive side, he's got a lot of nice movement in the eyes, the head, and the arms. There's nice choreography. As a toy for a child, I think a downside is that there's not that much playability in him. All you can do is put the sock in his hand or press the press button in his other hand. He doesn't play any games or anything like that, like the Hedwig, for example, that they brought out a couple of years ago. But as a collector, if you like Harry Potter and you are into animatronics like myself, it's a very nice model for $36.99.
Dobby has been presented with clothes. Dobby is very happy.
I really love the movement in it. I think I forgot to mention the movement in the ears as well. It's really nice. So that's Dobby. So next we've got Hasbro's Chatterback Chopper. This is the packaging it comes in. and it's currently also reduced on Amazon at $69.99. It takes 4 AA batteries and batteries are not provided. There's 2 different ways to switch it on once it goes into standby. You can either press the gold button on the front or move the arm out of the body. Let's press the gold button. And that switched the droid on. And now we're going to see if we can switch the droid on by pulling the arm out. And yes, you can. And it makes sounds when you open and close the arm. And makes sounds when you press the gold button. The arms are posable. You can pose them sort of up and down. And Chopper reacts to sound, both speech and claps. So I'll try clapping. And I would say the responsiveness to sound, such as speaking, it's responding right now to my voice. The animations and the large range of sounds that are authentic. Are all positives. However, again, I think for a child there's not that much playability with this. You can speak to it and it will answer in movement and sound, or you can press the button or pull the arm out to get sounds, but that's it. And even with the price reduction at the moment, $70 is a lot to pay for that. As a collector though, I really like it. I think it's captured a lot of the sort of humour of the droid from the series. I find it really comical and I think it looks good up on a shelf even when it's not switched on. So I personally really like it. And that's Chatterback Chopper. Next we're going to look at WowWee Mintid DogE. This is what the packaging looks like for DogE, and it is also currently reduced on Amazon to $67.99. So the main thing about this toy is its individuality. So you get different coloured collars, different position ears, different coloured ears. So you get a lot of variety at what comes out of the box. And then you get more variety through the minting process. Talk about that a little later. And the other special thing about it is that it's got this POV tail that displays words and icons. And a really good thing about this toy is that it's got a built-in rechargeable battery, so no batteries needed ever. And the dog's got 2 touch sensors on the sides of its body, a touch sensor on the top of the head, a nose button and an ear switch. Once you've charged the dog, when you power it up, it starts going through the minting process and it'll give directions of what to do with its tail as you go through this minting process. So the minting process gives it unique colours, in its eyes, on its feet, on its chest, and it'll give it a unique voice and personality. And you can remint it seemingly hundreds of times.
Is that a hand saying stroke it?
Oh, right. Its touch sensor's on its head.
Ah.
So you can interact with the dog by petting him. You can also play with him with his bone toy when he asks for it. Oh, it goes on his nose. It's magnetic. You can play tug of war with his bone toy and it makes him run forward. It comes with an app, and the app allows you to mint new personalities. You can feed your dog using the app, check on your dog's care needs by looking at the meters, change the coloured lights on the dog, put the dog in command mode and have control over its movements and its sounds, and you can access 6 games that you can play with the dog by using the app. I Bark Back, which uses the dog's microphone. Try clapping. Fortune Teller, where the dog will answer yes/no questions with its tail. Will my pie crawler take his first steps this week? Oh, got a smiley face. Ultimate nose boop. And the tail actually displayed how many points I got there, and it was 28. Stay or go. So when it's green, touch it. Code Breaker, where you touch various parts of the dog according to the key, and a similar game, Turbo Pet. And you don't have to rely on the app to play with the dog, as a lot of things in the app can be accessed without it, though I think it's more straightforward using the app. I think this is a fantastic toy. It's got hours and hours and hours of playability in it. There's so much you can do with it. The one drawback with it, I would say, is that the tail is very noisy. As a collector, I was disappointed in the tail, as that was initially the most interesting technical aspect to it. But it's so noisy, and also the icons on it are not very clear. So I don't think it's that good a use of POV technology. One of the things I like the most about it is its gait, particularly when it's running round with the bone in its mouth. And I also like the use of the microphone in the bark back mode. And that's it for DogE. Next, we're going to look at Hasbro's tie-dyed Furby. This is the packaging it comes in, and it's priced on Amazon at $69.99. And a really nice part of the packaging is this little backdrop that you can stand your Furby in that looks like a room, and it's really got quite a lot of detail on it. Batteries are not provided with this, and you even have to take the battery door off to get it out of the packaging, so you'll need 4 AA batteries. And inside this little package, there's a necklace, a comb, and a plastic piece of pizza. Once you insert batteries, the heart gem lights up, and when you press that gem, the Furby will go through its one-off start-up process. So we press Furby's heart gem to start. The Furby then talks you through how to use and demonstrates the different modes that it can be put into.
If ever want to talk to Furby, all you and I gotta do is push Furby's heart gem and say, "Hey Furby, go ahead, try."
Hey Furby.
Oh, Furby, hear you. Now we best friends forever. Okay, bestie, let's play. Press heart gem and say, "Hey Furby."
Hey Furby.
Now say, "Dance party."
Dance party. I believe there's 18 different songs in dance party mode. It's also got copycat mode, tell my fortune, let's chill, and light show mode. You can feed Furby with the piece of pizza. You can get this Furby to communicate with other 2023 Furbies.
Okay. What did Ivy say to the grass? Not sure. Ka is green with envy.
The Furby can also respond to the much smaller Furblets, and I'll give a demonstration of that when I review the Furblets next. I think this is a great toy for kids. There's so much playability in it. It's meant to be like a little buddy for a child. You've got the 5 modes, one of which I've demonstrated in this video, the dance mode. The other 4 modes I've demonstrated in my unboxing video of this Furby. You've got the interaction with other Furbies. You've got it responding to Furblets. And you've also got lots of interaction outside of the modes and using it with other Furbies, because it's got a touch sensor on the head for petting it. As you've seen, you can feed it. And it's got that touch sensor on its belly that makes it giggle. And it responds to your voice. Hello, friend.
Ooh, Chihuahua.
For collectors, I know a lot of collectors have complained that this Furby doesn't move its mouth, in contrast to all other Furbies that have been made before, and I was disappointed in that as well. But apart from that, I quite like it. And I really love the colours on this tie-dyed Furby. I like the tie-dyed colours a lot better than the other 2 colours that came out. And I also like the fact that I did this little necklace with charms on it, because Hasbro has obviously picked up on the fact that a lot of Furby collectors like to customise the Furbies and put things like necklaces on them. So that was the tie-dyed Furby, and now we're going to look at the much smaller and cheaper and simpler Furblets. This is the packaging the Furblets come in. They cost $9.99. At the moment, they're all out of stock on Amazon, but I'll put a link to them anyway because they are supposed to be getting more stock in. They come out of the box like a little ball, and when you press the button on their head, the ears spring open to reveal your little Furblet. I didn't realise until I got the second Furblet that the clip on them is removable. As I said earlier, you can get the large Furby to respond to the Furblets. You've got to hold the heart gem down on the large Furby and then on the Furblet. That's great. You can also get Furblets to harmonise with each other, and you do that by holding down the mouth button for 3 seconds. The Furblets will make different noises when you press the head button. Make some good sounds and tunes. That is very funny. And the nice thing is that each Furblet makes different noises. Oh, this one purrs. When you press the heart gem, they play music. That was funny. And the music is different for each Furblet. Bit Caribbean, that one. And finally, you can feed the Furblets. I think these are great little toys for children for $9.99. Make really good stocking filler, and I'm sure a child could get $9.99's worth of play value out of them. And from a collector's point of view, I really like the fact that Hasbro has given each of these different music and different sounds and a different voice rather than just it being a different cosmetic appearance. And I also like the sense of humour they've got by calling them things like Ravey, obviously making that sound like rave, and having different sorts of music for each one. I haven't got Uku yet, not being able to find that one to purchase, but I really want to get that one because that one is rock and roll themed, and I just find it really hilarious that such a tiny little cute looking thing will have a raucous voice and be playing heavy rock guitar music. So that's the Furblets, and next we're going to look at this little hamster by Zuru. These are out of stock on Amazon.com at the moment. Their normal price is $9.99. They come packaged in this round ball, and you've got this thin sort of cellophane on it that you tear the strip off and then the whole thing comes off. And the plastic ball that it's in inside is actually part of the toy, so that's quite nice. The piece of plastic inside that is attached to the hamster, though, is not part of the toy. You need to remove the screws and then discard that. This toy doesn't come with batteries and requires 2 AAA batteries. And the hamster can be played with in 2 ways. It can be put in its hamster ball. That's funny.
That works very well, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the second way to play with it is outside of the ball. Out of all the toys I'm reviewing in this video, this one is the simplest. There's no other way to interact with it other than just watching it, basically. Move around in its ball or move around outside of the ball. It just has an on-off switch on the back. There's no sort of sensors or anything like that. On the positive side, it's quite a nice plush toy. The plush is nice quality. And if a child has been asking for a real hamster and you don't want to get them a real hamster, then it's a cheap little stocking filler. For a collector of this sort of stuff, it's pretty simple. I think the Zuzu pets are a lot more interesting and do a lot more. But as someone who's collected quite a lot of these little things over the years, they don't come up very often. So I wanted to get it and compare it with the others that I've got. And they're quite hilarious when you've got a whole load of them on a flat surface, upending each other. And that's about it for this Zuru hamster. And finally, we've got the Animagic Let's Go Bunny. This is the packaging it comes in. It's not currently available at Amazon.com, but at Amazon UK it's priced at £8.99. It doesn't come with batteries and it takes 2 AAAs. It has a touch sensor on its nose and a press button switch on its back. You can touch the touch sensor on the nose once, twice or 3 times for various reactions, but I didn't find the emojis describing what those reactions are too clear. And you can tell the sort of mood of the rabbit depending on the eye colour using the key in the instructions. One boop. That's caused her to be happy. She's got white eyes. Okay, so we'll try 2 boops of the nose. Yeah, oh, she's giving little kisses. As her eyes have turned pink and she's giving little kisses. So let's try 3 boops of the nose. So that made a dance. And you can also press the press button switch on the back once, twice or 3 times for more varied reactions. So I'll press once. So that made her happy. Or press twice, this should make her affectionate and loving. Now she's got nice pink eyes again there. Right, try 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That puts her in a bad mood. Try that again. 1, 2, 3. Yes, she definitely goes in a bad mood when you press it 3 times. So this is quite a simple little toy, but for the price I think it makes a great stocking filler, and I definitely think there's £10 worth of play value there. As a collector of this sort of stuff, I really like this little thing. I'm fascinated by that mechanism. It's so simple because it's just like a wheel with 2 legs that come out on either side, and it can turn both forward and back. But the way they use the microcontroller to switch it on, switch it off, make it go forward for a certain amount of time, then back, I think it's brilliant. I absolutely love that comic cartoon boing noise. I find it fantastically novel and quirky. And that's it for the Animagic Let's Go Bunny and for the final toy that I am reviewing in this video. So this has just been a brief summary of each of these interactive toys. If you would like to see a more detailed unboxing, demonstration and review of any of these toys, please see the links in the description below. But that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.